The tongue twister world champion got arrested. I hear they're going to give him a tough sentence. Hi, welcome to Pictures, Notes and Words. I'm Hedgie, and this is VIROCRACY, a band from Germany, I believe. This was recommended by Amy Carparelli, he says, looking down. I did know your name, but you know when you go to say things, you immediately think, oh, I'm going to say this wrong. So, yeah, Amy Carparelli, anyway, said, check out VIROCRACY because she likes them, which is a good enough reason for me. Apparently that at the top of the album there, that thorny bush actually says VIROCRACY. And there's the album Ecophasia, which is how I've decided to say it. That's the words. Difficult. So this is a song called Devolution. Amy didn't actually recommend a song. She just recommended the band. This album's been out for a while now, back in 2022, and you can get it on Bandcamp. And I haven't said that for a while because just to go off the subject slightly, Bandcamp belonged to Bandcamp, and then Epic bought it, as in Epic Games, but didn't mess with the funding model. And the funding model for Bandcamp was something like 85% of the money that you pay goes to the band, whereas if you buy a CD from Amazon, the band gets like 2% or something appalling. And if you stream it from Spotify, the scourge of the planet, in my humble opinion, that not Spotify specifically, just streaming, the band gets nothing, right? The band gets like 0.0001 cent of every play. I mean, it's nothing, unless you're Taylor Swift, in which case, obviously, they fall over backwards to keep you on their platform. Anyway, there's my little mini rant. So anyway, we're back to Bandcamp because Bandcamp was then sold by Epic to Song Trader. Is that right? Something like that. So as far as I can tell, is it Song Trader? It is Song Trader, isn't it? Anyway, whoever they sold it to, as far as I can tell, they have not messed with the funding model either. And I get it, if Song Trader as the new owners of Bandcamp had to change that ratio a bit, changed it to like 70% of the money for the band. That pulled that number out of the air, by the way. I don't know what that means in real terms. That's still far, 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 far better than practically anybody else is going to pay you for all of your hard work. So I'm still recommending Bandcamp, I guess, is where I'm going with this. So you can buy this album on Bandcamp for €8, which is nothing. It's just that's like a McDonald's with an extra nuclear hot apple pie or something from McDonald's. Those things, honestly. Anyway, that's not important right now. Let's get back to VIROCRACY. So this is VIROCRACY. Album's Ecophasia. It's been out since 2022. You can get it on Bandcamp for like $8. And this is a song called Devolution. That'll do. Thank you, Amy. You gave me something to have a little rant about. Let's check it out and let's see what we get. I mean, obviously, I kind of know what we're going to get, but I haven't heard it. So I haven't listened to the whole song. But, obviously, I did check out what kind of thing it is. There's no video! Pardon me. Well, how long was that? I didn't look, and I did not realize that this song was 6 minutes long. So the reason I was laughing at the end was I kept thinking it was going to end, and it didn't end. It was like, and we're off again, and we're off to the races one more time, and basically that worked in its favor. Sometimes songs outstay their welcome, don't they? And you're kind of like, I'm done now. You could knock a minute or two off this song, and I'd be perfectly happy. But in this case, because it's kind of so relentless, it gave it a relentless feeling. It gave it this we will not, this will not stop, this will not end kind of feeling, as it just kept going, and off we go again. And at the end, I was sort of laughing, but thoroughly enjoying the fact that they refused to stop. And let's add another 32 bars to this sort of thing. So, and the other thing that I was thinking was how to pigeonhole this band. Not that bands want to be pigeonholed, obviously, but the sort of the more extreme end of metal. So you've got your death metal and your black metal, and your sort of core bands and all of that sort of thing. The genres are really starting to overlap. It's getting. You've still got things that are clearly black metal, say, or clearly core, but there are a lot of bands that are just overlapping a little bit, because you would say death metal band, but that riffage had in places had a kind of a black metal, that sort of cycling sound to it. I always struggle to explain what I mean there, but it just had a black metal riffage sound to it, whereas of course she has not got a black metal voice. I quite liked. It was in danger of her voice staying at the same level, the whole time. But when she goes harsh, I can't believe I'm saying that, but you've got your low, grunty kind of death metal voice, and then you've got a more harsh, higher death metal voice, and I was very pleased to hear that she had the higher death metal voice, because it added some variation. Otherwise, musically it's fantastic. You could have accused it of being a little sort of, what's the right term I'm using, that the vocals didn't go anywhere, but then they did, and it worked great. So I think so. I really liked that, and I really liked it because, one, it's unrelenting, as I may have mentioned, but the other one is it's really quality. That's really well done. You listen to what's going on in there. These people, the drummer's great, isn't he? But you listen to it. It's so well put together, and it's so well done. It's well recorded too. I think the mix was really good, and you know what I'm like about that stuff. I'm always complaining if anyone mixes a bit shit. So VIROCRACY, which I would, if it wasn't written down, I wouldn't know what that said. But and I've seen a few logos, but that I just struggle with anything that looks like a pile of sticks, or a thorny bush in this case. This is going to be, the thing is, that I think tells us what this is. And so if you want more of that, if you want more sort of freedom of fear kind of thing, because that's another thing that sprung to mind. I think Amy mentioned freedom of fear. Oh no, she did mention it, but she wasn't talking about this. But I think she put it in my head, because when I was listening to this, I was thinking, this has that freedom of fear. I'm not saying they're the same, but it has that. It gives me the same sort of feeling. So that's sort of, again, unrelenting, fast-paced, because it's, it charges along all right, but fast-paced, unrelenting, death metal, no excuses kind of thing. We're not. No, I doubt if there's a ballad on here. There could be, but my money's on there is not. So there you go. VIROCRACY. Ecophagia is the album, and that was Devolution. Totally forgot the name of the song. Devolution from this album on Bandcamp, $8. So if you like it, buy it from Bandcamp. Buy it, and then this band will get some money, which is the important thing. So yeah, I hope that's why people come to my channel, is because I have bands like VIROCRACY, some band from Germany that I had never heard of before, and we have this great community that can recommend stuff like Amy did with this. So That's why that's the reason I do this channel. When I started this channel, I had no idea why I was going to do this channel. Well, other than I was tired of watching people pretending to be all, you know, overreacting reaction channels sort of thing. That really annoyed me. So that's kind of was the reaction that I had, no pun intended, to make this channel. But it's evolved into a channel for not unknown bands or anything like that, but not the Metallicas and not the you know, I'm quite happy to do big bands, and I would do Metallica or whoever, but that's not the main thrust of the channel, which is probably why I don't have many subscribers and certainly don't have many viewers. But you know what? The people I do have, you're the people that count. You mean everything to me, guys and girls, and, you know, other genders. Might have overdone that one. That's not important right now, and it's okay because nobody watches this far. I will see you soon. Yeah, that was cool. Bye bye.